All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're here to talk about the all new MyFundedFutures plans. And basically, this is the completion of what I've been claiming was going to happen for the last 2 years, which is that all the prop firms are going to become identical. They're going to be the same, the rules won't be different. They'll be commodities, basically. These evals will be commodities. Meaning they're all going to be the same rules, same payout structure, and it's happening. It's really here in front of us. So today, MyFundedFutures launched some tweets, and they said that they have a new program called Core, Scale, and Pro, which is their new lineup, and they're going to have one evaluation for all plans. So many of you guys remember when MyFundedFutures launched. They were one of the few prop firms that offered you the ability to pass in one single day. And then they came out with direct-to-funding prop firms like Tradeify and some other ones. So now we're seeing them all kind of go away from that model and go back to the more Topstep approach, which is the rules on the new plans. From what I'm seeing here is it takes 2 days to pass the evals now on all accounts. So whether you're on the Scale, Core, Pro, which is basically, this is the Starter Plus, Starter, and then this is the old Expert account, right? So, and you can tell by the pricing too. Like the pricing's still the same. So the Pro is the same as the Expert. The Core is the same price or a little bit cheaper than the old Starter, because the Starter went to 97, now it's 77. And then you lost Drawdown, because the Drawdown used to be 2,500, now it is 2,000. And then you got Scale. Scale was what I knew as Starter Plus. And the thing I don't like about my biggest gripe with this is the whole consistency in the eval. But that's a small price to pay for no consistency in the funded, which is what they're promising now. So now they're allowing you to have up to 5 some funded accounts for $50,000 accounts. Used to be 3. You could have no activation fees, no daily loss limit or consistency in some funded. And basically from what I'm hearing is all the evals are going to be the same across the plans. The difference now is going to be in the payout structure. So let's look at it. And there's like little tricks here and there that they do to kind of throw you off, which I don't like, but it is what it is. This reminds me of Take Profit Trader and how they have end of day drawdown in the eval, and then in the funded it becomes intraday. So with their evaluations on the core account, which is we call starter accounts, it's $3,000 profit target, 10-to-1 micro scaling, 50% consistency. But then you get to the funded, it's same 3 contracts, new scaling rule, and it's 5-to-1 with the micros. So instead of you having 30 micros, you can now have 15. Yeah. That's just to throw you off. There's no reason for that. That's kind of what Topstep did for a while, where a micro counted as a full contract. I just think this stuff like this is made to make their little edge better and make them more profitable. This is made to so you can't scale into stuff like that. That's the whole point of that. There's no reason why on this funded account, 5 micros is the max. It's made up. It's all made up. It's all to throw you off. It's no different than intraday trailing drawdown. It's similar in the sense that it's just a rule switch they made from the eval to the funded to kind of make it a little less harder, a little more harder for you, because they want you to just trade big size and they don't want you to scale into stuff. Maybe guys with micros make more money. I don't know. Then you have the scale plan, which is basically like the starter plus, and there it's again same 2K drawdown, same profit target, but you're paying more money. It's $50 more. Why is that? It's 10-to-1 micro scaling, 50% consistency. It's the same thing. This doesn't make sense to me. Why would anybody go for the scale over the core? So let's see. Funding path. with the core is 5 payouts up to $1,000. Scale, it's 5 payouts from 1,500 up to 3,500. Okay, so I guess they give you more. You can withdraw more money from your payout based on the plan you choose, which is like it's kind of silly. Like, they're making you pay for payouts, and there's something else they snuck in here that they're not talking about a lot. They even took it off this page, but profit split. The profit split used to be 90-10. All their plans will now become 80-20. Just like MyFundedFutures went from 90-10 to 80-20. Just like Take Profit Trader. I think Topstep might still be 90-10. But yeah, they're all becoming the same. I saw this coming a long time ago, and I like the fact that there's no consistency in the funded. I think I'd rather have consistency in the eval than in the funded, personally. But I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of certain changes I feel like are made to trip up the trader and make it harder to get payouts. I'm not a fan of payout caps. They do have that. So like, and to say that, you know, you need 5 minimum days of $100 to get a payout is not a consistency rule is a lie. This is a consistency rule. Like, this right here is a consistency rule. Minimum profit per day, that is a consistency rule. I guess it's not a consistency rule in the traditional sense of you need a percentage to do whatever, but it is what it is. They're new, they're here. What do you guys think about them? I might try the core plan and see if I like it, but I don't know. I wanted more. I wanted a little more for MyFundedFutures, so a little disappointed, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please like, comment, and subscribe.